What's going on, guys? I know it's been a little while, but I've got a banger for you guys today. As you may or may not know, I competed in a natural bodybuilding competition a little over 3 months ago. And let's just say I've definitely gained a bit of weight. And with those initial harsh cuts for the bodybuilding show, obviously your strength is bound to go down. And some of y'all might know some of my old PRs. We've got some pretty insane ones that we're gonna get to later in this video if you don't know. But yeah, we're basically just gonna be evaluating our new strength based on that. So I kind of looked at it, and about the strongest that I ever was probably the December or January before my prep for my show that was in April of this year. And we were looking at a 395-pound deadlift, 285-pound squat, and a 185-pound bench. I've actually done a 300-pound squat that wasn't quite the depth. And then I've also done a 200-pound bench where I was basically humping the air. So then after some quick math and guessing, we were thinking that I was around 130 when I was peak prep. And then we were thinking that I would probably be at around a 245-pound squat, 160-pound bench, and potentially around a 340-pound deadlift. So all very, very low numbers compared to what I was able to hit before, but we're going to compare those numbers to what I've hit over the past week. So let's get into that. And we'll start with the squat. So this was a 225-pound squat X4. This was my most recent squat with 235 X2. This was actually yesterday. So both of those, I personally think I had reps in reserve, but it's kind of hard to tell, and especially with form and stuff like that. So right now, we're just going to be guessing around like 250 if I'm lucky. This was the bench press. And for context, this was week 2 where I was able to hit 275 X2, but the previous time I just forgot to record it. This was both instances where I was able to hit 180 pounds. Pure coincidence, I wore the same outfit on both days. This here was either 335 pounds or 345 pounds, I forgot. X3 repetitions on the deadlift. Lucky, I would say I could maybe squeeze 380. So that gives us a 200 and roughly 55-pound squat, a 180-pound bench, and maybe a 380-pound deadlift, give or take. Now, obviously, these are all just estimates, and it really could go any way in competition, but we can definitely compare these totals either way. During prep, my estimated total would have been around 745 pounds, which is very, very light. And then pre-bodybuilding show, I was at my all-time strongest at 865 pounds. So that's almost 120 pound difference with not even a 20 pound weight loss. Now, though, I am slightly heavier with a little closer to 20 pounds put back on my body weight. My estimated total is sitting around 825, so that is an 80-pound gain for my prep total, but still 40 pounds away from my all-time personal best. So we've got some new goals if I do decide to try this meet at the end of the month. If you guys have seen my Instagram, I'm thinking about that. I think I'm gonna sign up, so there's a good chance. But we will definitely be able to see where I'm at. And then I'm going to continue to follow the strength journey through shorts and my other socials, as well as the occasional long form video. But the plan is to have a video like this out every Saturday going forward. So hit subscribe, mark your calendars, and tune in for some banger content.